Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today I want to talk about a few plants I've just given up on. I was gonna call this plants I'm throwing out, but I honestly don't know if I'm gonna throw these away. A couple of these I probably will, but for the most part, I've just kind of given up on them. I've tried so hard with them. I've repotted them, I've given them all the love, the water, the light, whatever they want. I've tried it, but there's not much else that's really keeping me like attached to these plants. So I just want to share them with you. I've just given up on them. And some of them, you can tell I've given up on them. So the first one is this African violet. I like the way African violets look. They're so pretty. When they're full, they're in the store, the variegated ones. Oh, they're so beautiful. The blooms, I don't care about the blooms too much. I just love the foliage. It's fuzzy, it's really like really firm to the touch, the way it grows, the leaf shape, it's just so pretty. I mean, this one obviously is not a good example. I don't know how to take care of them. I don't know how to take care of them. I have tried. I felt like I had a handle on it for a long time, and then suddenly it went downhill and I was like, I don't think I know how to take care of that after all. I think it was a fluke this whole time that it hadn't died. And this is one I'm throwing away. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm not gonna try to propagate it or anything. I don't know. It's just, this is a plant that if I ever buy it again, I'm gonna treat it like an annual, like a cut flower or something, and just have it for the year and let it die. And if I buy another one, that's great. But this doesn't do anything for me anymore. And I keep looking at it and I'm like, I just feel bad for the plant. It sits on the shelf. It's so ugly. This is one I'm just gonna throw away. I gave up on it a long time ago. The care is just a little too fussy for me, and I don't care to try to get a handle on the care for it. You know what I mean? And another one in the same vein, this is one I've given up on, but I don't really know what to do with it because I still like it. And it's the strawberry begonia. This used to be a big hanging basket from Costa Farms. It slowly just died and died and died until there was just a little bit left. And it was doing really good, but I think I feel like this needs to be in not a clay pot. I don't know why I feel like this plant just needs more water than I'm giving it. I let it get completely dry and wilted before I water it, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't like that kind of care. And honestly, I kind of just feel like about the plant right now. Oh my god, I just pulled up the whole thing. I was trying to pull off this dead leaf and the whole plant just came uprooted. Yeah, hold on. Let me try to untangle it here so I can show you. I mean, I don't know. It just kind of popped right out. The root is dry, dry, dry. I don't know, man. I've given up on this plant. I want to like it, and every time I see another one, I want it so badly because it's so cool the way it grows and it just like hangs, and it's just a really cool looking plant. But I've given up on it, but I can't get rid of it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I can't get rid of it. I can't get rid of it, but I've given up on it. It's just gonna kind of sit there, I think, until it dies. I don't know. But if you have one of these plants, how on earth do you take care of it? I feel like it needs to be watered on a regular basis and not dried out in between waterings, but I always forget, and that's my fault. Another plant I'm giving up on is the philodendron painted lady. I can't with this plant anymore. It's always soft. It's always wilted. I did take it out of the pot because at first I thought maybe it had root rot because I felt like I was overwatering it. There's no root rot. It's just the way that it is, and I don't like it. It always just looks like this, wilted. And although now it's dry, like it does need water, it won't perk back up from here. It'll stay exactly like this, and it always just bugs me. Every time I see it, I'm like, I can't with this plant anymore. I'm giving up on it. Giving up on it. Maybe I'll water it one more time and see if it perks up. This is a plant I should have shopped my collection for this month, but I in my heart, I've given up on it. You know, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. I mean, look at it. Look how wilted it is. And it won't perk back up. I've tried. I don't know what it is. Maybe it died a long time ago and I just keep watering it. I don't know. Okay, so those were the only 3 plants I had in mind for the video. And then I saw 2 more over there when I was putting all this makeup on earlier. I was like, oh, there's 2 more right there I have given up on. So the first one is actually one of my favorite plants, and it's the global green pothos. That's what this is here. I bought 2 of them. When they first started like hitting the market, I was like on the hunt to find it. Found one. It's doing so good. It's one of my favorite plants. It's in my front room. It's flourishing and loving life. And then the second one I bought just never really did much. It just kept dying back. It never really grew too much. And this is all that's left of that plant. 1 vine is left. I have it kind of curled up here. And when I first repotted this, it looked really good. I was like, oh, that looks great. But same with this one here. It just never really unwilts. You know, oh look, here's a dead leaf. It never really gets unwilted. It just keeps dying and dying and dying. And I think what I'm gonna do with this one is just cut it. Cause I mean, I'll try to save these leaves. They're pretty wilted. But I think I'm gonna cut these at the nodes and put them in some water and see if I can save it. But as far as it growing in a pot, I'm done. I'm done with it. I've tried so hard. I've tried till the bitter end. Can't do it anymore. So I am going to cut that one, put it in some water, and have a pot that I can put something else in. Okay, this last one. It's this crusty boy, the Sabu blue pothos. So I have a video on my channel called comparing 3 Sabu blues. I have one from Walmart, one from Cactus Club, one from Plantarina. The one from Walmart is thriving. It's loving life. I have it in my living room. This one here is a combination of the Cactus Club one and the Plantarina one. And I don't know. It's not looking good. I potted them together because I got tired of having 2 separate ones, and I just put them together in the pot. And they never really got along. Never really got along. It always just kept dying and dying and dying. I liked the way it looked at first because it was nice and full. But just because how much always dies, and I don't know. This is one I think I will save what's good in here, and I'll cut it up and put it in some water. I have a lot of other cuttings from this plant growing in a jar of water, and I think I'll add all of these to that because it still has some life to give. It still has some life to give, but I've given up on this plant. I've given up on this pot, the soil, the plant, the leaves. I'm over it. So I'm gonna cut this up and put it in that container of water, but those are 5 plants I have given up on. I've tried everything. I've tried everything. They started out really big and, you know, dwindled down to a little pot, and now I'm over it. But that is it. Let me know some plants you've given up on, and if you've given up on them, do you still like give them one more chance, or you just like chuck it? You're like, bye, I'm throwing you in the ditch over the fence, because that's kind of what I want to do. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.